is up, Andy Scott. So today I'm going to be telling you and actually showing you how to save your life. I'm going to be showing you life tips and tricks that could actually save you in real life. Some of y'all might not know about this. Some of y'all might know about this, which I presume that most of y'all should know about this by now. But I'm just reminding y'all that these things are still out there for you to use. So before I start the video, I'm going to be putting the things up here so you could check if y'all are not familiar on how to do it. They're going to be up here just to show you. But the first one is actually emergency numbers. Emergency numbers are free to call, and they get different from different regions. Like in South Africa, it could be a different number from the UK. The UK's number could be different from the US, or the US could be different from China. You get the point, so on. They are actually free to use. You don't need data, you don't need Wi-Fi, you don't need airtime, you don't need nothing to call these airtimes. They are there even if you do not have a SIM card in your phone. They record your calls to actually have proof that you have placed this call and said that you did actually phone them and tell them about this incident so they could take it further. They do record, as I said, they do record the calls every time you call, so do not prank them because you could get in serious trouble. Anyway, the second one that's on the list is actually boots. You know, like car boots, the trunks. Well, there's actually a thing you pull. I'll just put a picture right here. It's this thing over here. It actually closes when you close the boot, and if someone gets kidnapped, which people do get kidnapped, guys, please if tell your parents to actually teach you what these things are if you don't know, because I feel that parents should be actually teaching their kids how to do this. If you ever get kidnapped, kid or adult, there's actually this doohickey right here that you could actually pull, and it opens the boot from the inside. A very good way to escape if someone kidnaps you and puts you in a boot. Another way of escaping is actually through the boot. You know, you could push the seats from the inside of the boot inward and you could escape through that, but I wouldn't suggest that because the person could be in the driver's seat driving the car and he could stop and then knock you out. So this thing could potentially save your life one day. The third one on this list is actually car seats, as you just saw just now. Is actually, sorry about that, but anyway, car seats. Car seats are actually a good way of escaping from the inside of a car. So as you can see that a car seat actually looks like this, but this top part where your head rests is actually a good way for you to escape if you're trapped in the car and it's getting too hot, you can't breathe. Let's say, for example, you can't breathe and you need to escape. This top part can actually come off, and it's going to look something like this. So you actually place this part, the pointy part, on the side of the window, and with enough force you could bang it against the car window and it could open. I mean, it could break the window open. I mean, it's not the best way, but if you need to escape or need a breath of air, you do really need to do this. Even if someone kidnapped you and trapped you in a car, this could actually help you. The fourth one on the list is actually emergency SOS. I don't know if emergency SOS is on everybody's phone, but it is a good thing to actually check. I know on my phone there is one. That's how I found out about it. Emergency SOS is basically this thing that you could turn on. You could turn on in settings, and then you go to security and it should say emergency SOS somewhere down the line. I know in most Samsung devices this feature is there. On Apple products it is there. On Huawei products it is there. I'm going off track here, but yeah. This actually is if you press the power button 5 times, you know, the thing that the button that you put your phone on, off, restarting, power off, that actually helps you. In a way, you could press it 5 times and it will send an emergency SOS to your emergency contacts, which is the next thing that I'll be discussing. Is your emergency contacts will get your location, and it will get a pre-recorded message that I'll be playing for you right now.
SOS. Please call emergency services for me. I might not be able to pick up right now. You are receiving this
message that gets sent to emergency contacts and the authorities. You could get your location sent to your emergency contacts and the authorities, as I said before, countless times. So this does require internet access for the location being sent, but the call will actually get to the authorities and you could call them quickly. All you have to do is just press the button 5 times and it should start a 3-second countdown. Will go down as you see here, and then obviously that will send your information to the authorities and your emergency contacts. The next one on the list, as you just saw right now, is actually emergency contacts, calls, if you could say. So there's this option from the lock screen. If you don't know the password, let's say you in trouble and you find this random phone, possibly on the phone, hypothetically, or you get kidnapped and the kidnapper takes your phone, but you manage to escape or something. When you get their phone and you don't know the password, you could still use the phone to make an emergency call. So all you have to do is you slide the phone up to the, or where it could be on the side on some phones, but it would say emergency call. So you press that and it's going to take you to the dialer. So you have, it only works with emergency numbers, so you have to know emergency numbers of the region. That's why Google is there, and I will just put a few down in the description below so you could see some of the emergency numbers that you could call in different regions. And please do not prank them, because I told you before that they do record calls and they could track you and you could get arrested for it, because it is an offense. So anyway, this is another way that could save your life. And as you can see, if you go into emergency calls only, there is an emergency contact list and you could go and check there. But I wouldn't suggest you calling anybody from a kidnapper's phone. Just most probably the authorities is the go-to thing. So hypothetically, kidnapper kidnaps you and this could save your life. Coming in at number 6, we're actually at number 6 right now. Number 6 is actually electrical fires. I know this has nothing to do, well, most probably none of y'all would actually get into a situation like this, but it is a hazardous thing that you could consider that it could happen most probably 60 out of 100. So what you could do here is do not use water. Water is most probably going to escalate the fire because it is electrical. If you most probably put a lot, it could stop the fire, but you could get shocked. Remember, water is a conductor and it could travel electricity and you could get shocked. So what would I would suggest that you would use a what do you call these things? I don't know. I'll put it up here. I don't know what to call it, but yes, you could use it, and it actually takes out foam, white foam that actually puts out the fire safely. Oh, a fire extinguisher. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it takes out white foam that takes out electrical fires. I wouldn't suggest using water because, as I told you, you could get shocked badly. It could result in death. Depending on what caught on fire. If it's your television, if it was your oven, if it was your microwave, if it was your kettle, anything could potentially short circuit and catch on fire. The next thing that I want to actually talk about is actually your mobile device. Your mobile device is actually not secure all the time. You could click any website, and in those websites they gather up your details, such as your email address, your phone number, your gender, your location, you name it. They might be taking that information from your device. And let's be honest, there are some sites that people trust, and there are some sites we go to that we don't even trust, or we're not even allowed or supposed to be going to those sites. For example, downloading movies off the internet is actually very risky, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, anyway, VPNs are actually really good for this. It actually helps you from people that want to attack you cyber related through the internet. For example, VPNs are very good for keeping your personal data secure, that only you are allowed to see it. It gives you, for example, you could be living in South Africa and it could give you access on the other side of the world. People will think you're on the other side of the world. VPNs are good for keeping your email address safe, your phone number safe, your IP address safe, your location safe. You name it, it's got it secured. I will put a few in the description that I trust myself. I actually use 2 VPNs that I will be putting in the description below. So if you ever want to know about a few VPNs that could potentially save your life from people that want to attack you online, it is going to be in the description below. And some of them you do have to pay for, but some of them are free. I'll be linking only free ones in the description below. But yes, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You'll catch me in the next video, and I hope you guys stay safe and drink water. On that note, actually, water is actually really crucial right now. But please, when you go out, wear your face mask, and I hope you guys are absolutely safe. Goodbye and stay safe. And hashtag anyway for the real ones one last time. Peace out.